हमें ये टाइम दिया। मंत्री जी, हम आपके बहुत बहुत आभारी हैं अपना वक्त हमारे लिए देने के लिए। हमारे बीच में प्रोफेसर राजवीर सिंह, वाइस चांसलर ऑफ द महर्षि दयानंद यूनिवर्सिटी रोहतक। Sir, thank you so much for having agreed to join us in the webinar, sir. Then Dr. Vikas Dogra, our third speaker is with us, Professor of Journalism and Mass Communication from the Himachal Pradesh University, Shimla. Also, we are honored to have with us Dr. Mahavir Singh, Additional Chief Secretary, School Education, Government of Haryana, and Mr. Ankur Gupta, Principal Secretary, Higher Education, Government of Haryana. Thank you so much, sir. Then we have with us Mrs. Devpreet Singh, Additional Director General, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India, who heads the entire North region as far as the activities of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting go. And also we have with us our staff from the regional officers and staff from the regional office Chandigarh, and also our field offices across the 3 states of Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, of course Chandigarh also. Most importantly, the faculty of MDU is also that I can see. Thank you all who have joined us in this webinar. It really adds a lot of value to the webinar when we have a whole lot of academicians sitting with us. And most importantly, the students from MDU who are here with us. मेनली जो नई शिक्षा प्रणाली भारत सरकार ने अभी अप्रूव की है, ये इन बच्चों के भविष्य के लिए ही है और इनके हम विचार जरूर सुनना चाहेंगे, इनकी क्वेरी सुनना चाहेंगे इस प्रणाली को लेके। हमारे साथ हमारे बीच में दूरदर्शन केंद्र चंडीगढ़ और दूरदर्शन केंद्र हिसार की टीम्स भी हैं जो इस वेबिनार को कवरेज प्रोवाइड करेंगे। तो जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी हैज बीन अप्रूव्ड बाय द यूनियन कैबिनेट रिसेंटली आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस ऑफ डेलिब्रेशंस। काफी लंबा समय रहा, जो कि हमें शायद प्रोफेसर राजवीर सिंह जी बताएंगे कि ये क्या इसका प्रोसेस रहा, किस तरह ये पॉलिसी एक्चुअली एक शेप लेके आई 34 साल के बाद। 1986 में पहली हमारी जो लास्ट नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी थी, देन इट वाज मॉडिफाइड स्लाइटली इन 1992। उसके बाद ऑलमोस्ट 3 डेकेड्स के अरसे के बाद एक नई शिक्षा प्रणाली आई, व्हिच इज नथिंग लेस देन रेवोल्यूशनरी एक्चुअली। इतनी वाइड रेंजिंग चेंजेस आई हैं इस प्रणाली में, जिसके लिए हम वेट करेंगे कि माननीय मंत्री जी भी इस पे हमें ज्ञान दें। The policy aims at bringing really revolutionary changes in the education system of the country by bringing about changes in the curriculum, providing more flexibility, focus on multidisciplinary approach, and doing away with the rigid watertight compartments such as the science streams and the art streams. The policy aims at developing the skills and competencies of the students and also improving their life skills, rather than mere rote learning, and also develop critical thinking amongst the students. I'll not like to say more on the national education policy. I am not an expert on that. For that, we'll wait for our Honorable Minister and VC of MDU and of course Dr. Dogra to enlighten us more on that. Now, I would just request my Additional Director General, Mrs. Devpreet Singh, to welcome address.
Respected Minister for Education, Government of Haryana, Shri Kanwar Pal ji, Principal Secretary, Higher Education, Shri Ankur Gupta, Additional Chief Secretary, School Education, Shri Mahavir Singh, Vice Chancellor, MDU, Professor Rajveer Singh, Chairman, Department of Journalism and Mass Communications, Himachal Pradesh University, Professor Vikas Dogra, my colleagues from the Information and Broadcasting Ministry, and the faculty of MDU who have joined in. A warm welcome to you all. An extra special welcome to the students who have joined in. Now, this webinar, as you are all aware, is for discussing the recently announced National Education Policy 2020. It is indeed a privilege to have the Honorable Minister to preside over and give his valuable overview of the new policy. The viewpoints of the other members of the distinguished panel will also enrich us all. You would all agree that education is fundamental to achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. With the quickly changing employment landscape and global ecosystem, it is becoming increasingly critical that children not only learn, but most importantly, they should learn how to learn. So education thus must move towards less of content and more towards learning about how to think critically, how to solve problems, how to be creative, how to be multidisciplinary, and how to innovate, adapt, and absorb new material in novel and changing fields. So I will not take much time on the national education policy, just a few points that come into my mind. National Education Policy 2020 is the first education policy of the 21st century and replaces the 34-year-old National Policy on Education of 1986. The new policy lays particular emphasis on the development of this creative potential of each individual. It is based on the principle that education must develop not only cognitive capacities, but also social, ethical, and emotional capacities and dispositions. I would like to inform you all here that the policy has been formulated after an unprecedented process of consultation that involved over 2 lakh suggestions from 2.5 lakh gram panchayats, 6,600 blocks, 6,000 urban local bodies, and 676 districts. The process by the Ministry of HRD was collaborative, inclusive, and highly participative, as we can see from the extent of discussions that has taken place. Some features that have been written about in the media and they have been discussed, they include the 10+2 structure of school curricula is to be replaced by a 5+3+3+4 curricular structure corresponding to ages of 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14, and 14 to 18 years respectively. Currently, the children in the age group of 3 to 6 are not covered under the school curriculum. This stage has been globally recognized as a crucial stage for development of mental faculties of a child. Another point which is worth mentioning here is that the curriculum content will be reduced in each subject to its core essentials to make space for critical thinking and more holistic, inquiry-based, discovery-based, discussion-based, and analysis-based learning. Students will be given increased flexibility and choice of subjects to study, particularly in secondary school. Holistic development and a wide choice of subjects and courses year to year will be the new distinguishing feature of the secondary school education. Another noteworthy point is that wherever possible, the medium of instruction until at least grade 5, but preferably till grade 8 and beyond, will be the mother tongue or the local language or the regional language. And a special focus has been given to children with disabilities, which will be enabled. The children with disabilities will be enabled to fully participate in the regular schooling process from the foundational stage to higher education, with support of educators with cross-disability training, resource centers, and assistive devices. So lastly, I would say that the National Education Policy 2020 aims to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including vocational education, from 26.3% in 2018 to 50% by 2035. I would like to conclude here by saying that the National Education Policy envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos. It contributes directly to transforming India, that is Bharat, sustainably into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society. I would now leave the floor open for all the experts to discuss, and I would request the Honorable Minister to give his views on the policy. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving the introductory address. इससे पहले कि मैं मंत्री जी को आमंत्रित करूं, मैं थोड़ा सा हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को मंत्री जी के लिए की बैकग्राउंड के बारे में थोड़ा बता दूं। 3 बार माननीय मंत्री जी चौधरी कंवरपाल जी 3 बार विधायक रहे हैं, सन 2000, 2014 और